Mulheres, estic preparado.
Okay guys, thank you for joining and welcome back to Barça 360. So in this particular news item, you're looking at three main news making headlines around the club. Frenkie de Jong is wanted by Manchester City and then Bayern Munich. We look at that story into details. President of the football club, President Juan Laporta wants Liverpool coach Jurgen Klopp to coach Barcelona after Ronald Koeman, and then finally Barcelona sets deadline for Ousmane Dembele. All of them coming up in this video. If you like this video, kindly hit the subscribe button, hit on the post notification bell icon to get notified whenever there is a new video on the channel. Enough of the talking, guys. Let's get straight into the video. Barcelona's midfield mainstay Frenkie de Jong has suffered a dip in form of late. Having started the new season on a solid note, the 24-year-old has looked off color in recent games and put in one of his worst performances in memory in the defeat versus Real Madrid on Sunday. Signed from Ajax Amsterdam in 2019 in a deal worth 86 million euros, Frenkie de Jong has gradually improved at Camp Nou and looks set for a big season this time out after his exploit last season. However, that has not been the case, with the display in the Classico Luz bringing about questions and criticisms from some sections of supporters and media. Amid this, Italian publications Calcio Mercato is now reporting that the 24-year-old is courting serious interest from Premier League champions Manchester City. Despite his recent slump in form, Pep Guardiola, the coach of Manchester City, continues to rate him as one of the world's best midfielders and is keen on bringing him on board for next season. Guardiola is looking to build a core for the future, and with Captain Fernandinho's contract running out, is in the market for a new midfielder, with Frenkie de Jong emerging as an option on a transfer wish list for Manchester City. In addition to that, Bayern Munich are also interested in a move for Barcelona's midfielder. The reporter stating that there has been so many admirers of the Dutchman well before his transfer to Barcelona, and they remain keen on acquiring his services. De Jong is an integral part of Barcelona's setup, but the report states that owing to the club's financial difficulties, a sale could be considered, as the 24-year-old is one of the squad members who could attract a considerable transfer fee. In fact, the report even mentions a valuation of 100 million euros for the Dutchman. So guys, with that being said, the report continues to say that Frenkie de Jong's contract with Barcelona runs till the summer of 2026, with the midfielder signing an extension last season. In spite of the speculations, it is unlikely that the Catalan giant would consider selling the player that is earmarked as one of the core members around whom the team is being built. Moving away from there, look at the next story. President of the football club, President Juan Laporta, harbors a big dream that would see arguably Liverpool's most prized asset poached away, according to reports. Barcelona's fortunes have taken a drastic turn of late. Our financial issues have been well documented and were the main factors behind our inability to sign Lionel Messi onto a new contract. Without the all-time great, Barcelona have struggled mightily in the current campaign. They are facing an uphill struggle to qualify for the knockout stages of the Champions League after losing their first two contests. On the domestic front, Ronald Koeman's side currently at 9th in position. Mid-table mediocrity would have been unthinkable just a short month ago. That has ramped up the pressure on the Dutch manager, and a reporter stating that the president of the club is interested in Liverpool's coach. Citing Spanish outlet El Nacional, they acknowledge that Ronald Koeman is under pressure. However, it is stated that he retains the support of the board. They are deemed fully aware of the transition Barcelona are going through. Nevertheless, Koeman's contract expires at the conclusion of the season. If Barcelona opts against renewing his deal, the president would love nothing more than to bring Jurgen Klopp on board. As much as any player, Klopp is arguably Liverpool's greatest asset. The German's contract at Anfield expires in 2024, and he has gone on record to suggest he would see out his tenure. That won't stop Barcelona from attempting to land the boss, who is Laporta's dream capture. The Spanish giant have begun learning what Klopp thinks about his future, but in pleasant readings from Red fans, what they've discovered hasn't given them hope. It is stated that Klopp is comfortable on Messi's side, though Barcelona will still try to tempt him in 2022 nevertheless. Unless the situation takes a dramatic turn, Laporta's dream of landing Klopp will remain just that. And finally, Barcelona sets deadline on efforts to convince Newcastle United's target Ousmane Dembele to stay. Barcelona are set to launch a new offensive to convince Ousmane Dembele to sign a new contract, but has put a time limit on their efforts. Dembele is yet to play for Barcelona this season and is currently locked in a contract standoff with Barcelona. He is out of contract at the end of the season, and Barcelona are in no mood to lose one of their most expensive players on a free transfer this summer. They have been trying to convince him to sign a new deal, But for the moment, there is still no agreement between the club and the player, with Newcastle United in the mix to tempt him away. According to Spanish outlet Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona are not prepared to wait forever for the Frenchman to come to a decision and have set a deadline for the player. The Catalan Giants want Dembele to agree to sign a new contract within the next month, or they will take a call on his future. Barcelona have already threatened to make him sit in the stands for the rest of the season if he does not sign a new deal. The club are also employing a softer touch, and then the entire hierarchy are now in contact with the winger to convince him to sign on the dotted lines. But for the moment, no agreement is in place, and Dembele has been in talks with Newcastle over a free transfer this summer. However, Barcelona will try to sell him in January if he does not sign a new contract this winter. So guys, this brings us to the end of today's news item. What are your thoughts? What are your comments? Let's see them in the comment section below. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for joining. Have a good day and bye-bye.